Hi people, it's me, Anja. My pronouns all she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new video. So yesterday was the VMAs, and like any sane person, I can't stop thinking about Chappell Roan's iconic, amazing, awesome performance. So now, naturally, I'm making a video where I associate Chappell Roan's songs with books. So first of all, taste is subjective, and the ways in which you interpret these songs or these books is subjective. I understand that artists might have certain meanings that they associate with their own work, but when I listen to these songs and when I read these books, this is how I match them up, if that makes any sense. So basically, the first song that we're going to start with is Good Luck Babe, iconic, a song about compulsory heterosexuality. And so the first book that I thought of is Her Name in the Sky. This story is a YA contemporary following a young sapphic main character in a religious background, falling for a girl in a society, I guess, where girls are expected to fall for boys. And this book is so good. It's a coming-of-age story. The romance is excellent. This story is so underrated and it's so fantastic. And I loved all the themes of religion and coming out and homophobia. And it's so awesome. The characters are so messy, which makes them so much more authentic as teenagers. This book is excellent. The friendships, this book is so good and it's so underrated. And it's awesome. I read this book maybe 4 years ago or something like that. And I still think about how good it is. So anyway, with that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. The next song is Hot to Go, which is a fun song about being hot and being horny, and it's just a fun song. The dance is catchy, and so I thought of one of my favorite light-hearted, fun sapphic books, and that is Love and Other Natural Disasters. This story is a YA contemporary following a young Asian sapphic main character who's fake dating this girl because the girl wants to make her ex jealous. I love this book so much because truly fake dating is one of my favorite romantic tropes. Second of all, I love light-hearted, heartwarming rom-coms, especially through a queer lens, especially also through a POC Asian lens. This book is so good. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The romance is so adorable and it's so cute and so well paced. This book is so good. The plot is so engaging and so interesting. This book is awesome. I just really, really enjoyed it so much. Again, I read this book a few years ago, and I can still think about how good it is, which really goes to show how good it really is. Because sometimes, when I read a book a few years ago, I don't quite remember it now, if that makes any sense. So anyway, this book is so good. I really, really enjoyed it. So with that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. The next song on this playlist is called Pink Pony Club, which I believe is about being liberated in a queer space. And the first book that I thought of personally is Last Night at the Telegraph Club, just because this book is a YA historical fiction following a young Asian lesbian during the Red Scale. And it really talks about how, sometimes for some people, queerness is the path to freedom, if that makes any sense. This book is so good. I truly, really, really enjoyed it so much. First of all, I loved the historical fiction setting, the 1950s. This book is so good and it's so well researched. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The sapphic romance made so much sense. I loved it so much because I truly fell in love with them as well as them falling for each other, if that makes any sense. The plot is so engaging and it's so intriguing. The family dynamics make so much sense, especially through an Asian lens. This book is so good. It's so amazing and it's so well done. This book deserves all the hype and so much more. I love the setting and the story and everything. This book is so good. So anyway, with that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. The next song on this playlist is called Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl, and honestly, I wish that I could play these songs for you, except that I would get copyrighted immediately, so we can't be doing that. But anyway, this song is about, I think, combating the expectations that people have set up for you and living your best life instead. So the book that I thought of is called Don't Let It Break Your Heart, which is a YA contemporary following a young lesbian main character who thinks that everything will be the same after she and her ex-boyfriend and best friend break up after coming out as a lesbian, until she falls for the same girl that he likes. This book is absolutely so good, and it's so iconic. I know I just talked about it recently in the past few months, or the past few weeks, or whatever. Time is a social construct that I truly don't subscribe to because I'm pre-filming my videos all the time, so I can't quite remember when that video actually came out. But anyway, this book was so good. It's so amazing. It's so well done. The queerness is excellent. The sapphic romance is so well paced and it's so awesome. The friendships also are so good and so well done. Like, this book is excellent. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The plot is so engaging. This book is excellent and it's so emotional and I loved it. So anyway, with that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next song on this list is My Kink is Karma, which I believe is about karma, which reminds me of revenge, which typically I don't actually love reading stories about because we've all seen The Princess Bride, and sometimes getting revenge is not as satisfying as you think it will be. But anyway, the first book that came to mind that's kind of about this, but like more about seeking justice, really, and it's called Hazel Hill is Gonna Win This One. This story is a middle-grade contemporary following a young lesbian main character who makes a plan to combat sexual harassment within her school. So there is a content warning for that specifically. This book is so good. It's absolutely so amazing and it's so well done. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The friendships are so lovely. The topics and the conversations surrounding consent and harassment were so well done and so awesome and so relevant and so authentic. The plot is so engaging. The romance also is so cute. The queerness is excellent. It's not the main focus of the story, obviously, but it's still so good and so awesome. This book is excellent. I just really enjoyed it so much. So anyway, with that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The last song on this list is called Casual, which is a song about a relationship with incompatible desires. The first book that came to mind is called Come Out, Come Out. This story is a YA sapphic horror story that follows two sapphic main characters who made a deal with a supernatural entity, except that they don't remember making it at all. This book is so good. I loved the conversations and the themes surrounding like self-erasure and identity, and this book is so good. The queer representation is excellent and awesome. The sapphic characters are so well developed and so distinct, and I love them both individually. The plot is so engaging and so well done. The mystery is so riveting. I loved the flashback chapters coupled with the current timeline. This book is excellent, and I really enjoyed it so much. Like, the queerness is awesome. Like, it all is so good. And I just really enjoyed it from the beginning to the end. Historically, I don't love horror, but this book is so excellent, and it didn't really feel scary to me, if that makes any sense. But like, everything about it made sense, and it was so good. So anyway, with that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. So in conclusion, these associations may not make sense to you, but that's okay, because like I said at the beginning of the video, the meanings that I got from these songs and from these books may not be what everyone else got from them, and they may be different from even the artist's intentions as well. But anyway, that's it. That's the video. Please continue to read queer books and support queer artists in general. Chappell Roan is an icon, and her music is so good and it's so awesome. So anyway, in conclusion, if you enjoy this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the pink heart emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!